Hey, this is Dave from houseparents.com. It's probably not something that you think about often, but the reality is taking care of a dryer can save your house. What we're going to do today is look at how to clean the dryer vent, the exhaust from the back of the dryer out to outside the house. This is one of those things that often gets neglected, and it really is an important task in reducing the risk of a house fire due to lint inside the dryer vent. Dryer fires are not uncommon. For that reason, you want to go ahead and do what you can do to reduce the risk of that happening to your house. We're going to make sure we take care of the dryer from an efficiency standpoint as well as reducing risk. The tools that we're going to use today are a drill, maybe a pair of pliers. We'll see how that goes. We're also going to use the Linteater Junior, a rotary dryer vent cleaning kit, and the 12-foot extensions. Because this is a basement dryer, we have to go a ways to get to outside. And we'll include links to both of these in the description below, so you can check those out if you need one. And we'll go ahead and assemble this. The kit comes with 2 brushes. This is a flexible, bendable brush that we can use for our lint trap. We'll do that in a bit. But this is the rotary brush. This is the one that's going to go inside the dryer vent itself. And so we're given a couple tubes to begin with. This one has a threaded end on it, right there. And so we just screw it in to the end of the rotary brush. Right there is a place for the set screw. And they give you a little mini Allen wrench and the set screw right there. They give you a couple of them. And these set screws are really small. We'll just tighten that up. And you can see right off the bat here that this bends pretty nicely, and it will need to get up and go up the wall. And they give you 2 of these, so it can be pretty flexible. Now, if you don't have a drill, we're going to use a drill, but if you don't have a drill, this can all be done by hand, just a little more tedious. And then this is our extension kit. This is only about 3 feet. Then we just keep adding these pieces from the extension kit onto it. So there we go. Next thing we have to do is disconnect right here. And this one is attached by pinch clips. I've seen them attached with zip ties or a clamp that's kind of similar to what you'd have in a radiator hose, and you would unscrew it. This one came off super easy, but already right there you can see there's pretty good evidence of some buildup in there. And so this is one of those things that needs to get done. In the last house that we renovated, we kept this from the house. It had been badly neglected, and this was from the dryer, and you can see the amount of buildup in this. And this is just a straight aluminum pipe. And you can see the one that we're using is corrugated, which allows for even more buildup. But this one had so much in it over the years that this really can have an effect on the efficiency of your dryer, to say nothing about the potential for fire. And this one here was even a little more clogged. And you can see that, you know, as we turn the lint inside this is just kind of barely hanging on in there. And so that's just asking for trouble. It's probably a small miracle that that house never caught on fire. And that's what we're trying to prevent here. All right, here's our outside vent. And we're going to put a vacuum cleaner, a shop vac, inside this. But before we do, we want to take these plastic fins off. And they just bend easily and they pop out. And that's where we're going to stick the shop vac, so that the stuff that we loosen will come up and out. The shop vac's up above us, running, pulling the air up. So we just go ahead and connect this, put this into the drill, and tighten the chuck down on it. One word of caution, and that is, they say to make sure that your drill is only turning clockwise, or what will happen is you'll end up undoing all the connections between each of these. And if you want to take an extra precaution, you can put tape on there, but if you keep it turning clockwise, they won't come undone. Depending on where you're doing this, you're gonna see that it's all about space management as well. Okay, so now we're into that cavity. Now we'll just slowly start turning it, and then we'll feed it. Oh, well, that's pretty interesting. Broke it. So I guess you got to be careful. We'll give this another shot. That's why we got extra, so that's a word of caution for you. That stinks. Okay, so we're doing this short a section so that we don't have to bend it too much, because these apparently don't bend as much as I thought they would. All right, so now we'll just take it a little easy. We'll add one more on there, and that should be pretty good. And after we get all the way to the top, we'll then back it all the way back down. And because there's so much torque on these, they tighten pretty well. So you got to use pliers to just loosen the connection before you can undo it by hand. Shows you what you can get out of there, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good amount. So it shows it needed to be done. You wouldn't think it, but there really was quite a lot of material that you can't see that's just in there, especially with these corrugated vents offer a lot more opportunity for lint to get caught in them. So it's really worth doing, especially if you have one of these. But even as we saw with these straight ones from that other house, they collect lint just as well. So it's regardless of what kind of tube you have, whether it's smooth lined or whether it's corrugated, it's worth doing. You'll definitely sleep easier knowing that all this stuff is out of the tube. That's probably worth doing a second time. Okay, the last thing we want to do is use our lint trap brush. And what we're going to do is put a slight bend in it like this, and then we're going to go down one side and then up the other. And there's some lint down there. We'll just vacuum that off. Okay, we'll do that one more time.
All right, that's pretty good.
Once you've got it good and cleaned out, you can just go ahead and clip this back on. You can go ahead and dry your laundry now with peace of mind. I hope this video helps. If you got anything out of it, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. We've got lots more videos coming. Thanks for viewing. We'll see you next time.